Welp, the answer to this question is no. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like, comment down below. Shout out to Crocs for telling me about this post. But that's pretty much it, guys. So the answer is no. Awesome. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, the answer to this question, if I had to answer it, yes or no, right? Straight up, just what do you think? Yes or no? The answer to this question is no. I don't think Trent Brown's going to lose his job. Barring any injury, knock on wood, it doesn't happen, Trent Brown is going to be our starting right tackle for this upcoming season. That's why I picked him up in free agency. It's why we went ahead and, made the move to get him. And in theory, right, in the perfect scenario, in the dream scenario, because we're not going to see Trent Brown in the preseason. We're not going to see him probably at all until the regular season, really. So this is the Zach Taylor way. Marvin Lewis was a little bit different. Marvin Lewis would play our guys in the preseason. Zach Taylor does not play anybody in the preseason. So you're not going to see any of these starters out there, which means you will see a lot of Amarius Mims. So in theory, could Amarius Mims go out there and show that he's such a good player? He's amazing. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think he would still win the starting job. I think what would have to happen again is injury, knock on wood, or Trent Brown would have to look so bad that, obviously he loses his starting job himself. But I don't even think if Amarius Mims went out there and performed at a very high level, looked great, looked amazing, I still don't think he would take the starting job over Trent Brown, as long as Trent Brown also looked good. Now, if Trent Brown looked like dog crap and was getting destroyed every single play, then yeah, obviously, Amarius Mims would take over. But unless Trent Brown, it's his job to lose pretty much, right? And I don't think he's going to go out there and look like dog crap. I guess it's possible. Anything is possible, but I highly doubt it. So as long as Trent Brown stays healthy, there won't be any chance of him taking over. Because in reality-wise, we're not going to see much of him. That's the thing, right? So in the theory of, Amarius Mims looks so good in preseason. Congratulations, but Trent Brown's not going to get a chance to show himself in preseason. So how are you going to start him over Trent Brown when Trent Brown isn't able to show anything because Zach Taylor doesn't play the starters in preseason? And what about training camp? What about, OTAs? What about all those things? I agree that if Trent Brown looks like dog water, then Amarius Mims will look a lot better, and there will be some talks. But if Trent Brown looks pretty good, which he should against, just other Bengals players, and he should look pretty damn good versus, non-full contact type sports of football, then we'll be fine. And Amarius Mims won't really get a chance to start. And again, this has nothing to do, by the way, it's one little side note here. This has nothing to do with the fact that Amarius Mims only played 7 games in college. At the end of the day, I have showed a graph before, I made a whole entire video about it, that just because Amarius Mims played, I think it was 706 snaps, I want to say. That's, by the way, that's not even the lowest amount of snaps. The starting left guard for the Cardinals right now, who was a first-round pick, played less snaps in college than Amarius Mims, and was the starter first day of the season when he got drafted. So it doesn't mean just because he hasn't started much that Amarius Mims couldn't be a starter. He could be, but again, it's Trent Brown's job to lose. And there's no real reason, again, to throw Amarius Mims out to the Wolves like that. That's another thing. And let's say Amarius Mims looks great in preseason. He looks great in all these, different events. He looks just amazing. Well, that's good. And I'm happy he looks good. So let's continue to work on that, right? Let's continue to build upon that. We're in a situation that we haven't been in a very long time. We're in a situation where we have someone that we can rely on in Trent Brown here and not have to force someone out there and, kind of rush his development to try to get him to play. We don't have to. If you don't have to do that and you can develop and, go through a process with your future franchise right tackle, let's do it. What's the point of putting him out there and saying, well, you look good in preseason when it didn't matter, and Trent Brown didn't give a chance, and you look good in practice, listen, okay, there's no reason to throw, a Mims out there week 1. Throw Mims out there this season at all. Honestly, barring injury to Trent Brown, knock on wood, there's no reason to start Mims at all this year. There's really no reason. Because all you're doing is, again, throwing him out in a situation instead of having him develop, sit back, and learn. The best thing he can do right now is learn how to be a professional top-end right tackle for this team. So that's my whole point of view / in theory here is, again, he's not even going to get a chance when it comes to, Trent Brown to prove if he's better than Amarius Mims. And I know the fans are going to be like, oh, well, hold up. The second he looks good in OTAs, the second he looks good in rookie minicamp, and he will. Amarius Mims, when he did play, looked amazing before he got hurt, okay? He played at Georgia against the top competition in the country, okay? Amarius Mims is a great player. He's going to look good in the NFL. He will. He's 6'8", 330 pounds. And get ready, because every single preseason broadcast, every single preseason, regular season game, I promise you they're going to mention that every single game. That's going to be like, hey guys, Skyline Chili, we got over here, and we got Amarius Mims over here. Did I tell you he's 6'8", 330 pounds? You probably heard that before. Fun fact, guys, how big is Amarius Mims? It's going to happen every single second. So, again, like I said, listen. And it does talk about in this article. I know I didn't really talk about this article too much in this video. But it does say that he has durability issues throughout much of his career. He missed at least 5 games in the last 5 seasons. And again, barring injury, if he's not injured, then yeah, there's no reason. But if he's injured, well, no dip, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, you're going to put him in if he's injured. Like, that's not even... Like, no, you know what? Nah, I'm going to put Jackson Carman in. Give Jackson Carman a chance. Which, again, I still will say, Jackson Carman gets a lot of hate. He just sucks at right tackle. Like, can we not look back and look at Jackson Carman at left tackle? He's actually pretty okay. He's actually pretty good at left tackle. He just sucks at right tackle, which is fine. Not everyone's good at playing both sides. There's a lot of hate for Jackson Carman, and I've given him a lot of hate in my life too. And I don't want to be a hypocrite here, but I think we got to stop giving him so much hate, because like he actually was pretty good at left tackle. Okay, pretty good. Let's say he was above average. Okay, let me not go too far. I'm back to the hate, but yeah, again, like I said, is it possible? Yes, it's possible that Mims is a starter, but unless it's injuries, I don't think it's gonna happen. Because there's just no logical reason for it to happen, okay? That's how I look at this situation. I don't see the reason to put him out there and, again, force him to start, okay? I think he can start. I think he'll be very successful. But why not develop him? Why not learn? Why not, grow over time here? Why not just do it right this time, man? Do it right. That's what we need to do. This is our future. This isn't a right now plan. This is for the future. Trent Brown, please stay healthy. That's all I ask, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Again, shout out to Crocs for telling me about this. But I'll see you guys next one. Peace.